Hey folks, welcome to the Fly Fishing News. I'm Greg. Today we got some new waders from Sims, Fly Fishing Film Tour, Oliver White honored, and some interesting industry news for you. So come on. Down, 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 down. All right, let's see. First up, Oliver White. Renowned fly fishing guide and conservationist, has been named the recipient of the 2025 Heritage Award by the American Museum of Fly Fishing. So, congrats, Oliver. White's recognized for his significant contributions to fly fishing, culture, and conservation efforts worldwide. And this is interesting. He's co founder of IndieFly, a nonprofit organization dedicated to empowering indigenous communities through fly fishing ecotourism. Sounds good to me. White's works help preserve critical habitats and promoted sustainable fishing practices in remote regions. Let's see, the ceremony is in Manchester, Vermont later this year. Put a link in the news description below. All right, what else? Fly fishing film tour still going on. Hit it here in Austin. It was pretty sweet. Enjoyed my time there. Coming up this weekend, we got, let's see, Haley, Indiana, Hendersonville, North Carolina, and Ridgeway, Colorado on the 23rd. So check that out. On down the line on the 24th, Phillipsburg, Montana. I just drove through that area. I miss it, man. It's hot here, and I'm ready to get back to the mountains ASAP. Headed to the coast this weekend. Maybe that'll help a little bit. So there's your fly fishing film tour edits. This one I threw in just kind of at the last minute. I just wanted to know if anybody has used one of these things. It's called a fly banjo, and I was just reading, kind of trying to find some new products to feature, and this one kept coming up. Basically, you hook your fly onto this ring and then flick this thing right here, and it spins your fly super fast and dries it off. I mean, I don't know. To me, it's a little bit like maybe a leader straightener sort of product, but I'd like to hear from somebody who actually uses one. I typically just dip my dries into some shake and off we go. But it might work, especially for CDC maybe. So let me know what you think of that. Oh, there was another product on here that I saw that it was kind of interesting. This bag here from Fish Pond to carry on. I see a lot of people, especially when I'm headed up to New Mexico or on a plane to Montana area, Wyoming, people carrying on stuff. This looks a little interesting, although I'm not so sure it's not saying, hey, I'm a fly fisherman, more than it's just a functional piece of luggage. I don't know. I'd like to see one in person and see how big they actually are, if it could actually fit into an overhead bin. Seems like it wouldn't. Anyway, and final product I mentioned today, packable wader Sims came out with a flyweight wader. I don't know. I mean, I can see this being something I might use kind of more as a windbreaker type thing. Typically, if I don't need waders, I'm not wearing them, and if it's not cool enough to need actual waders, I'm probably gonna be wet wading. That's just me. These might be cool though if you're going up in the backcountry, Bob Marshall or something, and want some waders that don't weigh you down so much in the pack. So I don't know, it might be kind of cool. I'd like to know if anybody's tried any. Leave a comment below if you will. Yeah. Let's see. Feature advanced materials that offer durability without compromising on weight. Include streamlined fit, enhanced breathability for comfort during long treks. Let's see. Touted as the lightest and most packable waders the company has ever created. Designed for angular superiority and mobility and minimalism. Ideal for backcountry fishing adventures. That's what they say. Give them a shot. Let me know what you think. And finally, we've got some industry news. One thing that I wanted to look at before I hit that is the industry itself is growing. I'm seeing 4% increase in Q1 2025. Gains were strongest in fly rod and terminal tackle segments, indicating healthy consumer interest in core gear categories. So people aren't just buying the clothes and the hats. Looks like they're actually buying fishing gear. That's good. The report cites strong e-commerce sales and early season product launches. I don't like that. Support your local fly shops, folks. We do not want those to go away. At least I don't. If I can, I always buy from my shops and promote my shops. So shout out Sportsman's Finest. Shout out to Lake Stream Fly Shop in Whitefish, Montana. And the Fly Trap down in Rockport. Hey, Chris. What's up, my man? Let's see. Optimism heading into summer, especially around youth and entry level participation. I have been seeing a lot of new people, at least at our fly tying nights, coming in and learning how to tie flies and fly ties and learning how to fish, or wanting to anyway. So that's a good sign. We need to keep that up. The last piece of news I got here is Skwala. Looks like they're getting serious about retail in the fly fishing market. They have hired 3 dudes, Eric, Scott, and Kurt, to represent Skwala for their brands. And I know that Skwala was one of the sponsors of the fly fishing film tour. I know my cousin at his shop is selling Skwala gear now. Don't have a whole lot of experience with it yet, but I'd like to get my hands on some and give it a shot. Eric Newfield is going to be in the Washington, Oregon, and Alaska area. Scott Harkins is going to be in Colorado, Utah, New Mexico. And Kurt Kruger will be in Montana, Idaho, and Wyoming, looking up all the shops up there with cool and new Skwala gear. So I'm really anxious to try some of their stuff. Sims has dominated for years. Went through a sale and still kind of waiting to see how that pans out. But there's some other brands that are coming up. Grundon's also is doing a good job marketing fly fishermen and has some really damn good products. I've got their flippers on now. They got C deck on them. That's pretty sweet. So there you go. That's all I got, folks. Hope you have a great weekend. I tried to get this one out before the weekend. I'm really shooting for Monday, Tuesdays time frames on these, so I'll get that going. We've got Memorial Day weekend coming up, so preparing for that. Gonna go down, hit the coast, and try to catch a redfish or two. Please, if you will, like and subscribe, and make a comment if you don't mind, especially if you've used any of these products or have any feedback on this, or any even ideas for news stories. I'll read every comment and will respond. So, especially when I'm a super micro YouTuber now. So, have a great weekend. We'll see you soon, and tight lines. Gotta come up with something.